Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC, a good old friend that we haven't talked to for a while. Haven't really covered Polygon MATIC for a while for some reason. I don't know why actually. Just too busy doing other stuff and too busy covering other cryptos. And to be honest, not too much has happened and nothing that would invalidate any pattern or that would change my view here at all. So where are we with Polygon MATIC? Again, there is a bullish and a bearish scenario. At the moment, I'm a bit careful with Polygon MATIC because the prospects, they don't look as good as for other cryptos. And the reason is that my primary scenario here, which still shows that ABC pattern where we came down after this impulsive move up, we came down in a wave A, we've made that wave B top here. We slightly did overshoot that previous wave high, yeah, and we're now coming down in a wave C. That would still be my primary scenario, and that would take us, and I know that seems again crazy in the current environment because we're going up a little bit, but it would take us down into the region between the 88.7% fib level and the 78.6% fib level at between 32 and 60 cents. Now, how much of a drop would that be? We can see that this drop would be another 60%. Now, what do we need to say about that? What I need to tell you about that, this seems crazy, yes, but given that many other altcoins are now starting to move up and Polygon MATIC hasn't really moved up in a crazy way, this shows that actually, let's say across the crypto market, you have that potential now to come down once more. Should Bitcoin do its, what I still expect primarily, do its correction in the region between 29K. And I know prices have gone up for the last few days, so this again sounds crazy, but it also sounded crazy when I talked about a correction up here. I remember when, and I made you all aware, when I took profits at, I think there was one profit taking order at around $2.60 and one at $2.90, the perfect top. Yeah, this is still documented on my sales order sheet for channel members on Discord. And again, anybody who wants to see my buy and sell orders can obviously do that by signing up for the silver or gold channel membership. And then you can join Telegram and Discord. You can see my buy and sell orders. They are all still valid pretty much, but I'm going to rework them and revise them as soon as we see here more changes on the charts. And then again, reinvested here at around, I think, 150 and 170, somewhere in that region. There were two buy orders that were already triggered, but only with a lower percentage because I'm a bit careful with Polygon MATIC, because if this ABC is going to play out, it will take us down much, much further. There were other cryptos that looked for me much more attractive in terms of the price, like for example, Cardano, like Solana, like VeChain, like what else? Loopring. Yeah, we talked about all of these, and most of these positions are now in profit. Whereas Polygon MATIC, again, it just did not make the impression it would be super bullish from here, and again, it isn't. So therefore, I have my doubts about this wave count, not wave count, but about this chart here. To complete that correction in this scenario, it would really need to go into this lower area. It would need to make a lower low below the wave A. However, as I said before in the video, there is another scenario how the price could actually sort of cover that off. We could count this here as a diagonal to the upside. So you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Then you have an ABC. So basically that would look a little bit like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, then you've got your diagonal. That is an Elliott Wave pattern as well, where the wave 4 can actually cut into the price range of the wave 1. Normally that is not possible, but there are always exceptions, and one exception would be such a diagonal pattern, where you would then have, after your wave 5, seen a wave A overshooting wave B, and now you are in this wave C, and based on that, you could expect the price drop to be nearly complete. Yeah, but again, we never know. There are two scenarios, and in this case, I would just want to wait. Yeah, and should the price go up from here, again, it wouldn't be a problem because I already bought at around 150 and 170, so one position in the loss currently, but the other one in profit. And again, this is based on my buy orders. And from their point of view, if we would really start to move up here, it would not be a tragedy. It would be okay as well. But also, I would be more in favor of cleaning that whole chart up and really get that final correction in. A little bit like what I expect still for Bitcoin, and then we could really start from fresh and I would become super bullish on Polygon MATIC. At the moment, I'm a bit skeptical And again, in that moment or in these times when such a scenario is not yet fulfilled, what I personally do, I'm just be a bit careful. You know, if I want to invest and if I want to get a foot in the door, I'll invest a little bit less. And I'll have a look around in the whole crypto market. And there were, at least, you know, when my buy orders were issued, there were other cryptos that were much more attractive in terms of price. And we can see that play out now, where XRP has gone up massively, Cardano has gone up massively, VeChain is going up finally as well. Loopring has gone up massively. You know, you see these now picking up, whereas here just Polygon hasn't really completed the correction. And if it has, then that's fine. But in a scenario that is not that clear, I'm just a bit careful. Situation with VeChain, for example, super clear. Solana, super clear. Cardano also rather clear. And many crypto scenarios are very clear in many charts, but the Polygon MATIC chart, when there's a bit of a tipping point and you don't really know, then I'm just a bit careful. I still want to get my foot in the door, then I do it with a smaller amount. And at the moment we're just here at a tipping point, basically, where I don't really know. Is it this wave count where we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a diagonal and an ABC? This is the more bullish scenario, where the price could from here start already to the upside, or in the worst case, it could even drop down to the dollar level, the $1 level, or let's say here, at least at $1.08. Yeah, which is, no, actually that $1 level, it would be here that wave 2 low. Yeah, $1, $1.02, where the bulls still would have a chance to defend this more bullish scenario. But if you lose the dollar level or $1.02, that's it. Even the 145 level here currently, that is, no, here 145 is a very important level around that area, maybe a little bit lower. It's a bit of a zone, right? Certainly I would say it's the 0.5 FIB level, where we found a lot of support here recently. If you lose that, I think we can drop really, really quickly to that $1.03 level. And if you lose that, then you're pretty much already there at the target area of 60 cents. That seems very, very far away, but again, it also seemed very far away where we currently are when we were at 290 and we took profits. So I think that was all a really, really good decision. And yeah, so far it's looking interesting. Certainly a little bit of a different pattern to many other cryptos, and we are starting here to break through trend lines. We saw it inverse head and shoulders here, a small reversal pattern. And in the next instance, what in terms of upside, yeah, if we want to talk about upside and resistance levels, a very important one is here that 170 level. That is that previous swing high. That is a very important one. That will be the next resistance. And then you've got 175, which is the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. Yeah, overall then looking fairly interesting. Should we really get down into that wave C target area here between 32 and 60 cents, we can expect a price increase after that to new all-time highs. That can take us to $4.58 at least. Yeah, $4.58, but probably also $5.67 is very likely, and even $7.42, depending on what kind of structure is going to develop then. And that is what I would be more in favor of, because if we just base it on the situation that the correction is already complete, that upside is much, much smaller. Yeah, and that's my view here on Polygon MATIC. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. And there you can also see my buy and sell orders. You can join the Telegram live chat, Discord server, and also a weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.